baby.
That's it.
All right, Eric Holt on the revenge tour of the summer.
Of course.
You come away with another win. Is that a PB, 334?
Yes, 334.5, yep.
So, all right, what are we doing this summer? Like, how are you feeling? Like, you came in with, obviously a goal to win this race. How did it go? Talk me through the race.
This summer I've been in the best shape of my life, and my goal was to make Budapest, and unfortunately I made finals but got last. But I felt like I put myself in it, but had a kind of a low racing IQ doing that race, and I was pretty depressed, and I just wanted to go back home. But my coaches told me, let's go to Harry Jerome, and I felt very comfortable winning that at 337, and I felt really good. 2 days later I ran a huge 800 PR on 146. And I was like, you know what, screw like agents, or not that I want an agent,
right.
I would love a sponsor, but you know what, let's just run for fun, not worry about anything, and not worry about what people think about me. And I just want to prove to everyone what I'm capable of and who I am, and just I know I'm really fit. And I just went on the rabbit, my teammate, and I just tried my best to win, and we came with over a second PR, 334, and it felt really good.
That's awesome, and with a win, that's awesome.
Yeah.
What do you feel like you're learning in these races? In these last 3 races, like, what have you sort of learned about yourself, your fitness, your racing sort of IQ? I don't know.
To be honest, you just got to be relaxed. You can't force the race. You can't be too tight. You just gotta like get out kind of hard and just relax. And trust your fitness, trust your confidence, and just put yourself in the best position. And you don't need to do anything special. You just got to do what you do in workouts every day. There's no secret sauce. It's trust your fitness, trust your coaches, and have fun and be confident and enjoy it. And I feel like sometimes when you're too amped, too tight, you just don't race well. So.
I know you've put in a ton of work. This is the best work you've ever put in, like in terms of like a whole season training wise. And I know you didn't qualify for Budapest, but at this point, do you feel like you're getting something out of it? Do you feel rewarded in a sense now that you've come away with big PBs in the 800 and the 15, and you've come away with 3 pretty big wins here the last 3 races? I know everyone's goal here, in the U.S. circuit is to make Budapest, but are you getting a little bit of sense of, of reward now?
I am, what's fun is, it is fun to run these PRs, and sometimes which is nice post USAs, is you kind of have that pressure off. So you're just kind of enjoying running. And, it is kind of interesting because when you start running these fast times, you realize that, it's like, wow, I can actually achieve some fast goals that I thought at one time were unattainable. And it's kind of the beauty of this sport is you kind of realize, you're kind of limitless with your ability. If you just work really hard, you're diligent, you put the time in, you can just continue to improve. And honestly, it is kind of fun not to have too much pressure on myself. Just go out there and just enjoy racing. And to be honest, I told myself if I never get sponsored, I'm just going to continue to do this, work my heart out, and just keep on trying to improve day in, day out.
Do you feel like running these times that you've run over the last few weeks and winning especially, kind of get to that point where you can be more relaxed when you get to, trials next year? You've won these races, in these times that, make teams. Do you feel like that these and future races will kind of get you to the point where, you're in a final and you're fit enough to make these teams, that you're going to be, in a mindset where you're like, oh yeah, I can do this?
You know what, 100%, because the one thing I realized about USA's was I felt like I had to be right behind Yared's neck. I had to be right there with the guys. If they got like a second ahead of me, the race was over. But then I just realized, if you just relax and you have that kicker's race, you can always find a way to win. And it's really weird because I think a lot of people think running is running your heart out, the tough mutter. But a lot of racing is just getting out hard, getting on the rail, relaxing, and then relying on your kick. And if you're fit enough, if you're primed enough, you'll find a way to win. And it's kind of like the opposite of what I thought running was my whole life. So I 100% do. I think next year, if I hopefully make the Olympic trials finals, I feel like I'm going to be a lot more confident, a lot more relaxed, and not as tight and trying to constantly make a move right behind the leader.
What do you have coming up next? Where are you racing next?
I have the Guardian Mile, and then the week after I have Sir Walter, and I'm super pumped for that because I want to get to the close to the 350 barrier as possible.
Awesome. Let's go, Ruth.
All right.
Hey,
thank
awesome
you.
job.